Have you ever opened your mouth in a conversation and immediately wanted to delete yourself from Earth right after? Yeah, that was me. Like you said one stupid thing and suddenly the whole room is looking at you like an idiot sandwich. Thanks, Gordon Ramsay. I thought I was dumb or just shy, but really it was just that my conversational skills were flavorless. All I needed to do was add some seasoning. Let's be honest. You rehearse what to say, overthink how to say it, then say nothing at all. If I'm right, then drop a thumbs up in the comments. Trust me, I've been there more times than I can count. And when you do finally speak, it's either a weather update or some half-baked opinion you don't even believe in. Like, the earth is actually flat. Then you walk away with your head down wishing you could enter a time machine. But here's the thing, guys. You're not boring or weird, so get that out of your head. You're just socially undercooked. I just now noticed for some odd reason, I'm using a lot of cooking references to explain this, but hey, it makes sense, right? See, no one taught you how to hold a conversation that doesn't feel like a hostage situation. Yes, your parents should have done that, but of course they didn't. So let's fix it starting right now, because once you learn how to actually connect with people, you stop disappearing in rooms and start owning them. First off, let's kill the lie that's been squatting in your brain rent-free. If people don't react to me, it means I'm boring. Wrong. That's like saying if you can't cook a Michelin star meal your first try, you're doomed to live off cereal forever. Nobody's born with elite social skills. It's not personality. It's just practice. Just like with everything else, you're undertrained and you just need to get better. Conversation is a skill, not a personality type. So what happened and how did we get here? You started shrinking. You sat in the back of your own personality like a confused Uber passenger hoping someone else would take the wheel. And now you're stuck overthinking every freaking word. Should I say that? Is that weird? Do they care? Do I care that they care? And before you even get to the punchline, you've already deleted the joke, the setup, and your entire personality. Congratulations. You just ghosted yourself mid-sentence. Here's a major tip for you. Stop trying to be interesting and just be interested. 90% of people go wrong when they try way too hard to be interesting, but just being interested is actually 100 times more powerful. Think about the last person who made you feel genuinely seen. Were they spitting Shakespeare? No, they asked questions. They listened like they weren't waiting to talk next, and they were just present in the moment. That's a flex, and I bet you didn't even know it. Ask better questions. Not what do you do, but what's something you've been interested in lately? Boom. Now you've got personality on the table. Now let's talk about your internal editor. You know, the one that slams the brakes on every thought before it exits your mouth. Yeah, that guy or girl has been killing you for too long. See, you don't have to be the most clever person in the room. You just need to be real. Say the thing, even if it's clumsy or random, even if your voice sounds like a dying Wi-Fi signal, because nobody remembers exactly what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. And people feel safe around authenticity. Think about it. If someone made you laugh so hard you peed, are you going to remember everything that was said or the fact that you laughed so hard it made you pee your pants? People lean into real life, not rehearsed life. This isn't reality TV. So ditch the self-censorship. Your filter isn't making you sound smarter, it's actually holding you back. Let's unlock the most underrated weapon in your social toolbox. Yes, you guessed it. Your stories. I'm not talking about the dramatic, life-altering ones where you escaped a burning building. I'm talking about the dumb ones and the weird ones, because truthfully, we all love those, don't we? I'll share a quick one, but don't tell anyone. When I was 13, my crush's older sister worked at the grocery store I would go to, and we saw each other, but I was trying to avoid direct eye contact for some odd reason. She was gathering all the carts outside and my mom was ready to leave, so I started running to the car and I tripped over the parking curb. Also note that I had 2 pockets full of change. Not sure why, but all of the change fell out. I stayed down and played dead, just praying the sister didn't see me. Of course she ran over and helped me up, also scooping my change. Talk about embarrassing. But now I just look back and laugh, and whenever I bring this weird story up, people laugh away with me. The truth is most people wait until they have something very interesting to say. But real connection lives in the weird or awkward moments, the ones that feel too small to matter, but secretly they say everything. The coffee order you messed up so badly the barista just nodded and gave you water. When you thought you were ordering a mocho tocho lakataka latte. Yeah, you probably pronounced it wrong. Or like the time you waved back at someone who wasn't even waving at you. Those are the best. But these aren't failures. They're like little invitations. They say, hey, I'm human too. And that's all people really want, to feel human next to someone else who isn't pretending to have it all together. So here's how to turn a throwaway moment into a story people actually care about. 1. Set the scene. Where were you? What was going through your head? 2. Add the emotion. What did it make you feel? Awkward, proud, petty, inspired? 3. Sprinkle in self-awareness. A little humor at your own expense makes you instantly more relatable. And 4. End with a point, or don't. Sometimes the fact that it was weird is the point. Most people don't bond over perfectly packaged motivational monologues. They bond over shared awkwardness. They bond when you say, yeah, that happened, and they go, wait, that happened to me too. The goal isn't to impress, it's to connect. So stop waiting for the perfect story and just collect the imperfect ones. And when you share them, just invite people into your world. Be yourself 100%. The most magnetic thing in any room is actually comfort. I'm guessing you probably thought it was confidence. Am I right? And when you're comfortable being real, people feel it more than ever. But do you want to know the real secret that most people never seem to understand? Talking doesn't make you good at conversation. Listening does. Let's flip the script. Listening isn't waiting for your turn to talk. It's making the other person feel like their words actually matter, which they should, right? No one wants to talk to someone that's completely zoned out just saying, yeah. When they talk, listen like you have 1 minute to deactivate a bomb or the whole world is gone because of you. Now that's pretty intense, but you get the picture. Nod or echo something they said. Ask them to go deeper. Most people walk through life feeling invisible. If you're the person who makes them feel seen, they'll remember you for life. Trust me. And no, you don't need to give a master's degree response. You just need to give a damn and show that you were actually taking in everything they just said. Okay, next we have to detach your identity from reactions. Let's simplify that real quick so it actually makes sense. If someone didn't laugh at your joke, if they gave you that awkward laugh and changed the topic, it's not rejection of your worth. Think of it more as a data point, just a weird moment. And instead of brushing it off like a normal Tuesday, you internalize it like, yep, I'm just awkward. Or I should have just kept my mouth shut. Look, not every person is gonna vibe, and that's fine, because awkwardness is just a phase. Just like you wouldn't judge a toddler for falling while learning to walk, you shouldn't judge yourself for stumbling through conversation. You don't need to brand yourself with labels like quiet, awkward, or socially anxious, just because a handful of conversations made you want to evaporate. So instead of letting one bad interaction tattoo itself across your confidence, remember this: you're allowed to have moments that flop. What matters is you keep trying. Okay, so what now? Now that you've officially broken up with the idea that your entire personality is based on someone else's facial expression, what do you actually do about it? Simple. You stop chasing approval and start building skill. Let's talk about how to retrain your conversational instincts so you stop overthinking everything and start connecting for real. Welcome to the 3-step conversation glow up. Step 1. Micro bravery. Say one random thing to a stranger today. Compliment their vibe. Ask them about the book they're holding. Doesn't matter what it is, just say something. Step 2. Story bank. Create a story bank in your notes app. Jot down weird moments, things that made you laugh, little realizations. Practice telling them like you're talking to your favorite person. Step 3. The golden ratio. 70% listen, 30% talk. Ask follow-ups and make them feel like they are important. Do that, and suddenly you're not awkward. You're captivating. You made it this far, so let me say this loud and clear. You are not boring. Remember this and repeat it 50 times if you have to. You just don't know how to speak in your own voice yet. But now that you know better, you've got 2 choices from here. You can shrink back into a shell, or you can show up unscripted and unapologetically real. Drop a fire emoji in the comments if this video helped you, even just a little bit. And if you want more content that doesn't just motivate you, but actually tells you how it is, then be sure to subscribe. Now go speak like someone who finally knows they belong. You got this.